He comes in second in the NFL in touchdown.
Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the #1 overall.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
Lawrence going to put it up right away. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. You talk about this Miami defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. #1 in the NFL against the pass.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the #1 overall offense in the league.
They'll run. It's Kenneth Walker. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Inside the 20. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 62 yards. Yardage-wise, he's in the top handful of backs in the league so far this season. A great run there.
He's going to love that standing when it comes to contract time. But even more so, his team loves it because he gives them an identity and sets a tone.
Back to Walker on first down. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 72 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
On the draw, here's Lawrence. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It goes as a loss of 6. And now third down.
Well, they got success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
On third down, Lawrence. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. Well, they moved the ball well there on the opening series. Running game was in sync. They were knocking on the doorstep, but ultimately, Charles, they'll have to settle for the field goal.
Well, they certainly were moving it well and give this defense a ton of credit. Finally dug their heels in and forced the field goal. That's wondered to his game partner. Will this offense look back at this drive and think to themselves, if we'd gotten 6, we'd be in a better spot.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Dolphins take the field with Tua Tagovailoa, their quarterback from Alabama, at the helm.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for the Miami touchdown. A great effort there with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Dolphins are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to... The Jaguars So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game.
And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. Two division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I'm so excited about this game because to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
On second down, here's Lawrence. Open man is Waddle, complete.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. That catch for his career is number 731, and that's the number that Calvin Johnson ended with when he stopped his career in 2016.
Yeah, what could have been for him. So maybe now what we'll see is someone else continue to elevate their game and put this number well in his rearview mirror. I think
down the numbers. There he goes.
Loose inside the 30, inside the 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. Ken Walker with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Jaguars have retaken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was Ken Walker who finished things off with a touchdown catch. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So the Dolphins offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've clinched the division title. The question, can they hold on to that number 1 seed?
And this is where the mental fortitude comes to play, doesn't it? Because now you're not just the coach talking about it. It's team talking about it to each other, supporting each other, carrying each other along, because having that number 1 seed means everything in the NFL.
It does. So even though the division title's clinched, shouldn't take the foot off the gas.
No, not at all. Play it all the way through, and I think we've seen that in recent years in the NFL. The teams that play and play to win each and every game, they're the ones to deal with in the playoffs.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline.
And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10.
It's a big play there for Miami. 44 yards.
They'll run H.M.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow. And this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
A great play there. His 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Kenneth Walker headed back out there.
He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
You talk about this Miami defense.
It's quite a unit, number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
This is such a good unit of covering passes downfield. I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a 1st down.
Now Lawrence.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And he'll take it across midfield and down the 48-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The Jaguars getting set to go.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit, because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit, in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
A gain of 2 brings us 2nd and 8.
Sink right.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
And he's got his man on the out route. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Play action. It's Lawrence. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. There he goes, left side. And down inside the 15 he goes. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Looking to throw, Lawrence.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Hey, Ryan. Take right open.
Lawrence. His throw caught right around the 6. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. He had 3 catches last week. That one his 3rd on this drive alone.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
Walker. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. When they need to play on 3rd down, you kind of know what direction the ball's going, but the defense knew it too.
Yeah, it's a good call, because they wanted to put 2 men on him, and they did. Dare him to throw into double coverage. Really what you're saying is, let's see if one of your other receivers can beat us.
And his kick here is good.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, They just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
So now here come the Dolphins.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw this.
That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play there for Miami. 74 yards.
Well, that's an important completion right there, because that's going to do it. With that last pass, he eclipses Peyton Manning's all-time mark of 5,477 pass yards in a single season. And I think the Engravers...
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. A great effort there. With touchdown number 15 on the year and second on the game.
And the Dolphins go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead is up to 15 now. Well, it wasn't a one-play drive, but I think they'll take it. The scoring summary, 2 plays and into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Kenneth Walker headed back out there.
And the numbers for him pretty solid, really. He's run it well. He's caught it pretty well, but they're still far behind the 8 ball on the scoreboard.
Not able to use his talents, as you noted, to narrow the gap in the scoreboard. Sometimes it's a bend but don't break, right? He gets his yardage. That's cool, but it's not paying off on the scoreboard. They're not getting the points necessary. And if you're a defensive team, you'll give up that yardage for the kind of lead they have.
That's what I was going to ask you. Sometimes you say, let this guy do his thing. Let's control what we can control elsewhere.
Yeah, exactly. Take away the rest of the guys. Don't let them hurt you as well. But the biggest one is they contained him well enough that they've been able to increase their lead.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. He completes this to Walker.
His second catch. This one not quite as dynamic as his first. And it's second down. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Here is third down and 4. Lawrence will throw.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. So a change of possession here on the punt, and it'll be Dolphin football.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
35. Jaguars 13. Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Jacksonville set to go again offensively. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Here we go, son.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. This will be caught. It's Waddle. Oh, he's got some breathing. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 75 yards. And the Jaguars are able to cut into that deficit. Now for the point after. And that'll cut the lead down now to 15. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. Miami's offense set and ready to go. Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago they scored. Remember, last drive was that 1-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing?
Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
21G. Solo left Zion.
From the gun, it's Tua. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
He's going to let it go again. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. He's going to go up top again. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. Throw here's incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. Here's Lawrence. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. 37 yards. And the Jaguars get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights. And this is back to an 8-point game. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. And the Dolphins with one final possession here in this first half. And with an 8-point lead, probably not too much of an impetus to try and do too much here. Final 24 seconds of the first half as they come up here 1st and 10. Here's Tua. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Tua once again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Tua sets up to pass it. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
21G, 21G.
From midfield, here's Tua. And that one too wide and incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Tua, the final shot before half. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we've reached... Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the 3rd quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the 2nd half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And the half will begin with a touchback. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the 2nd half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown Dolphins. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Dolphins come right out of the locker room and score here the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. They make their 2nd half debut here. Things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that can make this a 3-possession game.
They go play action now. Lawrence. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Cam Smith. Inside the 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Butker on for the PAT. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And the Jacksonville offense on their way out again as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC.
A CD after this game, there will be 4 weeks left in the regular season. So this is far from the final version of what we'll see come January, more of a first draft, if you will, as all these teams fight for a better position.
And you pointed it out so accurately there, Brandon. After this game, 4 weeks left in the regular season, and then the playoffs officially begin. But for some teams, trying to fight to make it to the playoffs, they're actually in a playoff push right now.
50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
First down, Jacksonville.
11, Agate. Here we go.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown. Jalen Waddle with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Jaguars get a bit closer.
Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. The drive starts with a run from Achane.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now Tua. From the left side, it's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one goes for 30 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane.
And they'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane with career touchdown number 176, moving him past Emmitt Smith and into 2nd place all time.
And the Dolphins get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Trevor Lawrence, helmet on, ready to go as he brings out this offense.
He continues to just torch this defense. Perfect on the last drive, including his 4th touchdown pass of the game.
Similar to hitters that are in that great zone in baseball, and they say the ball looks bigger when it's approaching the plate and they're smacking it around. I think for him, the windows to throw into are wide open. Doesn't matter whether they're tight or not. He feels like it's wide open, puts it in there. 4 touchdown passes. He thinks he's going to throw a whole lot more before this one's over.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Lawrence to throw.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And the Jaguar first down.
They go play action with Lawrence. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down. Final minute now of the third quarter.
Silver.
On second down, Lawrence. And a quick throw here. That's complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
11.
On third down, Lawrence. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Third quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10.
21G. Solo left Zion.
Tua going to throw. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great play there. 82 yards. And the Dolphins are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play. And just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Butker now to add the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2.
Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. Throw out wide to Walker. Now he's free at the 35. He may go. Then he will finally be taken down. But how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the third quarter. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
13, Luke. On top line. Check.
Here's Walker. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Red on red.
Now Lawrence. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Jalen Waddle there to make the grab. And the Jags get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And the Dolphins are going to recover. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A great effort there. 47 yards. And the Dolphins stretch this 4th quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And now out come the Jags. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. And he comes back with one complete. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. A big play there on the catch and run. 75 yards.
And what a letdown after a huge play. He's going to pull this in and then set sail for the end zone. And he nearly made it, too. But he's going to be tracked down just short of the goal line. So a big play there is going to set him up with 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 1-yard line.
Here's Lawrence to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They'll try and run, Walker. And he'll take this into the end zone. A touchdown, Jacksonville. Kenneth Walker with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list. And the Jaguars are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Jaguars 49.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. He's got it. sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Jalen Waddle, the speedster wide receiver, brings out this offense.
This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought.
Lawrence. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it. On first down, Lawrence.
Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
On play action, Lawrence.
And he will find his man on the outside. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Throwing again here, it's Lawrence.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be second down.
Lawrence will throw. Quick hitter to Jalen Waddle.
That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a first down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again, and he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
Now Lawrence on first down. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Dolphins will take over here at their own 14-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane.
And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Not much defensive resistance on that drive. Really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Jalen Waddle, the speedster wide receiver, brings out this offense.
And now he's inching closer to a 200-yard game. He's been so solid.
And he's really denting the pride of the guys playing defense, too, because there's certain barriers that you just don't want to give up. You never want to give up a 100-yard rusher, a 100-yard receiver.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
After the turnover, it's Tua.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
On 2nd down, Tua. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there, because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over.
Charles, a lot of happy